Good Wednesday morning. Just like, what day is today? Good morning, everyone. I'm a minute early, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. We are going to be talking about my front porch at my house. I have pictures. It's pretty sad. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. So I am going to tell you kind of what I'm thinking and what I'm going to do. I'm way early, so yeah. I'm going to make a decorative pillow to go on the front. I've done this before, and so it should be fun. Yeah. I was going to use stone gray, but I think I'm going to need black, so I don't know what I was thinking. I will show you everything I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to try and find, I think I threw the black in here. Anyway, I'm getting my little ink pad. Sorry about the knock. Anyway, there we go. Got it. Tell me how you're doing today. If you're joining me, I am with Vintage Bandits Mercantile, and I'm in the VBM Creative Studio. So lots of fun going on. I'm going to show you how you can use, and this is an old stamp, but it's one of my favorites. It's an oldie and a goodie. So, and I'm kind of loving it. And it is like fall feels here in Central Kentucky. We're kind of loving it. So I go that way. Anyway, that's an extra part of my necklace. Anyway, what's up with me? Let me know where you're watching from, and if you're on, and say hi, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Any comments, any shares, any information is very helpful. Okay, let's get the glasses on so we can see what we're doing. Let me show you the pictures I have to share. So this is my front door. I love the color, keeping that. It's dirty, I need to wash that off. And I need to repaint those two urns. So I'm going to paint those, and I'm going to take y'all with me, or I'm either going to do a video of it. And I'm going to be using the Cottage Color Anvil, because it's more like our outdoor paint. They are in such rough shape, but they are going to get a paint, and I will record that. And then here, it's so bad. You all, my house is so bad because I do everything here and not there. And then this is my porch. Yeah. So besides giving it a good little zhuzh, sweeping and cleaning, I have gray seats. I just need to wipe those down. Okay. Wipe those down, and then, okay. Wipe those down, and then my iPad keeps talking to me. Wipe everything down. I'm going to bring in the white, take off those white shams. They're European shams, so I just use 2 big pillows, and then, because really it's for 2 people, and it's a vintage sofa that I found thrifting. Anyway, I'm thinking I would love to get 2 chairs out there maybe, and take that downstairs to the backyard. I don't know. Lots of things I'm thinking about, but right now, we're just gonna make it look a little bit better so that when you come to my porch, I'm gonna add some mums and some pumpkins and a wreath or something with a bow or something to make it look better. So that's what we're doing. So what we're going to do, and I think I ordered some brown shams to replace those white ones. I'll take the white ones off, wash them, save them for summer. And maybe get, those are like my summer ones, and then I have like fall ones. I found 2 on Amazon sometime during the night, and I always do bad purchases at night. I wanted kind of a linen one, but I found these because it was like $15 for 2 Euro shams, and I thought, and they're brown, and brown's a good color. That could take me through Thanksgiving and everything. So I'm gonna see what kind of shape they're in, and then I'll decide. But I don't get anything that's really kind of, expensive, because it's just gonna get, icky. So, and like the cushions on the front, they're just cheapo, but they're gray, so they go with everything. And I just like, it's a good base. It doesn't show dirt a lot. It doesn't really fade out there because there's not a lot of sun. It's north facing. So anyway, all right, we are starting. I'm gonna point you down. We are starting with a girly pillowcase. It's white, and yes, white is not fall, but it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add me up here in the corner so you can see my funny face. And these are just the regular 20 by 20 inch ones. I love these. I have gobs and gobs of these. I buy them when I go up. And I used to make stuff all the time with them, but then I stopped. So all I'm gonna do is put this underneath to kind of protect it. And I will say, and we're going to stamp it, and then we're gonna paint. I was gonna use stone gray, but I don't know if it's water. I know our black is really good, so I'm using the IOD black, and this is an older stamp. It's a couple of years. It's a perfect pumpkin, and then I have, it's a good pumpkin. Let me pull out everything. I don't know what all we're gonna use, but I've got some good little mask to put on it so we can layer things up. Look how gorgeous this pumpkin is. Isn't that sweet? Because I'd like to do a little pumpkin or a couple of them. So that will be our first one. And we're just going to talk about how to layer up things. If I can find, there's my big pumpkin. Okay, that's what we're wanting. Let's get organized, Beth. So here's the little one. We will use this to make a mask. And we're going to start, and this is how we build out. I will show you that. We want to, I don't know if I'm going to do any leaves or not. We'll see. But when you're, and I'm just going to use kind of this as my base, because if you go all the way down on a pillowcase, you don't see it because it sits down. So we're just going to kind of go, I've got my little thing. So what we do is whatever you want to see first, whatever you want to be prominent, you go first. So we're going to stamp a little one right here. Maybe let's do, like, we could have a big one like here, and then we could do a couple of little ones if we wanted to, kind of like that beside each other, and then a big one, and then some leaves behind it, maybe. Should we do two? I don't want to do it like that, but that does look cute, doesn't it? Maybe we do one on one side, and then we do I have another little one to look at? Yeah, and then do two over here. That's cute, isn't it? So this is going to be the first one, then this one, then this one, then this one. And I'm just going to use this line right here as my gauge because it's a fold on the pillow, and we're just going to go with it. Okay, so we're going to start with the little one first. If you have any questions, let me know. And then do I need that pixie spray? Maybe. Hang on, sorry, I forgot. I haven't done a mask in so long. I forgot about the pixie spray. I think I can grab it right here. It might work, may not, I don't know. Okay. Okay, I'm back, sorry. Whoosh. All right, first thing we're going to do is this one right here. Let's just start with that one, the little one. All right, any questions? Any questions? And I'm going to stamp. I'm going to ink it on this thing. I can wipe it off. You just don't want to ink it on your piece because you might get some overages on it, okay? I'm using black, and yes, but we're going to then go in and paint it with my DIY paint. I'm just going to clean that off. It just needs to be a guide. It doesn't need to be perfect because let's do that. Just go for it, Beth. What's the worst that's going to happen? I do the back. Do it again for the back. And so you want to let it sit on your fabric for a little bit because you need the ink to soak in, and it's going to be pale anyway, but we're going to be painting it. Just dyeing it's what we're going to be dyeing it with our DIY paint. Okay, cute. So then we take our, I'm gonna just, we're gonna take our mask, okay, and put that there. Then we're gonna take the same stamp again and ink it, and you're just layering them up. Let me know in the comments if you've ever stamped onto fabric, if you've ever used the, I'm just gonna move it down, maybe just move it up a bit, like just so it's not like in a row. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, and just let it soak in. Let me know if you've ever used on a pillow or on any fabric, on an apron. You could do this on anything. Cute. And then we're gonna do another one. Another mask that goes down like that, just in case we need it. I don't know if we do or not. Then we're gonna bring this one over here, right? And this is like there behind it. Is that right? I think so. Okay. So it's gonna go about right there. All right, I'm just gonna save the spot for me. Guys, somebody say hello to me so I know I'm not alone. That would be fabulous. Totally fabulous. All right. And so it's gonna go here. And yes, I should have washed this. Please wash your pieces before you do anything. And then, but I don't. Okay, I've got something to tell you all. I was getting ready this morning, and I always try to do a little bit better when I'm gonna go live with my makeup and everything, just so I don't look so dead. I'm just putting pixie spray. I'm doing this to the side so I don't get sticky over here. It is pixie spray, that's what it is, and it's an adhesive spray that keeps, I use it for stencils and for mask because it works good for me. For some reason, I just like it like that. Okay, so now we're gonna take the big one, we're gonna ink it up, and if you have any questions about what all these folders and plastic things are and blah, blah, blah is, just ask away. I love questions because otherwise I'm over here talking to myself, which is really not a problem. But, okay, so I was getting ready today and all of a sudden I was looking, because I look at my pores with a magnifying mirror. Okay, and we want it to kind of go like there. So now you're thinking, oh my gosh, you're stamping over it, but we're not. We are not stamping over anything. I had this long whisker. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I check every day. I'm all the time. Because you know, you can't see. Had to get out the readers and the magnifying and another magnifying mirror because I have like a 10 times one and then I have one that I can use with glasses. It was just, I was like, fabulous. The worst one I've had was this long. It was white. Praise the Lord for that. Praise the Lord for gray whiskers. Okay, looky there. Isn't that pretty? Now we need one more because we're going to do some, I think we'll do just a couple of leaves. So let's spray this on. So spray this to the side for any overspray. I don't want it on the pillow. So that's what I'm doing, to the side. But this just holds the mask in place. And then the reason we use mask, and I will show you, is we don't muddy anything up with, I'm gonna take my inked stamps and put them right here because they're going to need to be cleaned. All right, let's look at our leaves, what we have. We have this one, which I think, that's just too big, don't you think? We could do, we have a couple. We could do like one here, coming behind. We probably needed one in the front, didn't we? We're not gonna do leaves. We're gonna put the kibosh on leaves. No leaves. No leaves. Okay, so then you pull it off, and what's cool is that the mask have made these come to the forefront, so you're not all muddied up and you can see them. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about what we're going to paint these. I think I'm gonna, because I want them to be fallish, I'm gonna use traditional colors, but more muted. I don't know, I've got some, we might put some pops of bright in there, but I have Cake Batter, Summer Crush, Fire Starter, and Liquid Sunshine. Okay, and then, and I like blue pumpkins, but I think I want just a touch of orange on there. I like an orange pumpkin. Then we have Gypsy Green and Electrified. I thought we might do that, but I don't think so. Maybe I can make some out of felt and cut them out and make it little 3D. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna move all this so I have this little side section. I don't know the name of this stamp. Wait, I can tell you. Nope, that's not it. It goes to another set. I don't remember, it's an older one. I don't remember what the name of it is. I apologize. It's not available, but if you come in and you work here and you wanna use it, just let me know. All right, I'm gonna start with Summer Crush. And so what we do with fabric is we want to water it down a bit, but before I water it down, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing over here. I've got a little plate like that. And I already have, so I'm gonna water it down with this. I already have some DIY. Oh, come on. Oh, didn't get my screwdriver. I already have some crystal clear chandelier to kind of water it down for us. So, yeah, maybe I should move this over to the side. If you're there and you don't want to talk, then just give a thumbs up or a heart, or you can give a mad or a sad, or you can be like, you know, it doesn't have to be kind, just something would be nice. Oh, come on. Puny girl. Can't get it. Forgot to turn off my notifications. Anyway, it's been a long time since I've done this, so I'm hoping my plan. The reason we use crystal clear chandelier too is that it helps it set. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody's saying hello to me. So I pre-mix this. You can mix it half and half and you can put it on. Good morning, Carmen. Thank you guys for saying hello. I'm over here all by myself and I can't get this thing opened. Oh, I'm just gonna tear it open and put it in another thing. It's gonna break it. It's a sealer, so it works. It seals. It seals. My porch is in terrible shape because honestly, guys, I'm here. I don't do anything fun anymore. I did this to myself because I totally know how to fix this so it doesn't stick, you know, like saran wrap, or you can use Vaseline around the edge, but that requires taking some effort to do it. And guess who did this and didn't do anything? This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to scream. Okay, any questions? All right, just excuse me for a second. Thank you, Lord. Okay, yeah, good job. Get going, Beth. Brilliant. No, it just is. So see, it's very liquidy. It's not that thin. I'm just going to use this on this plate to thin it down with water. Normally, you would use water. And so, and then you just mix it up and so then you can dye your fabric. It doesn't take away any of the color. It doesn't mute the color out either, which is kind of cool. Now, this might be a little more or less, but that's fine. So I have different plates to mix different things. Let's see if this is gonna work. Don't even know if this is gonna work, y'all. I probably need a little water because we're dyeing. But I don't care if it's crunchy. Like if I was doing a couch, you know, or a chair, I'm gonna be doing a chair sometime soon around here, I would worry, but because we're not sitting on it, I don't care if it's a little crunchy. That's just gonna be my mixing one. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna start with this one right here, our front one. And let's just see if it works or not. There we go. Yeah, and so then if I want to, that's why I have something between it so that it won't go to the other side. And I did not bring any brown to do the stem, so we're just gonna have to imagine that. But what I can do then is put a little water on my brush and then thin it out a little bit so I can maybe shade a bit, which would be nice. Yep, I needed a little, let's just get a little plate with just water on it. There we go. And then I'll just, so that I can have a little bit of, because I like to have some different shading in it, you know, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. Yeah. No water, no, I don't. You know, I wouldn't, a heat tool wouldn't work with that, but that's a great suggestion. It's just use what I know works. Don't be so lazy is what I'm saying. Yeah. Don't be so lazy, Beth. Don't be so lazy. So, yeah. You got a question? Okay. You're not bothering me. You're fine. You can jump on and be with me, Curtis, if you want to on my live. That's just what you want to do today, isn't it?
I've got one.
So I'm going to add a little yellow into it, and maybe it will. I'm just going to mix. So I have a little yellow. I'm going to mix a little bit of this orange. Yep.
Be quiet.
Yeah.
Phone call.
Yeah, because I'm live on Facebook and YouTube. Sorry. Okay. So we're just going to add a little, we're just going to add a little yellow to try and give it some texture and depth. So this is what we've got going on here at the Creative Studio and Tiny Bird Books, and our landlord upstairs, Brad, is in the middle of this huge reno. And he is, we need to measure for some mirrors. He's redoing it, and he made himself so we want that dry. He gave himself a timeline, and we're kind of trying to meet that for this weekend, so we're all been doing extra work. That's what all the gold leafing was about. I did so much. So I'm just mixing this up with some yellow. It's cake batter first. And I'm gonna do this one right here and then go in. And so it's probably better to go lighter, as you know, since I know so much, and do the darker at it. But I might be able to go in with some gold. Some golden ticket might be really pretty on it. And then I can go in and add the darker orange too. But I want them each just to kind of have a little bit of an individual look, so they are little, you can see what's going on. Yeah. Okay, any questions? Any questions? And have you all ever used DIY paint on fabric? Can anybody say yes or no to that? If you have, I would love to know. Any questions? So, oh yes, also, I did a big poll. If you are in the VBM Creative Tribe, I have a poll out there. I have a, well, you know, I did a request for, I did a poll, and then I'm gonna do this one the same color here. I would love for you all to go do that for me, please. That would be such a huge help. And then, and be good to, I did a little splatter, but that's okay. And that would be a great direction for me in the future. So if you all would want to do that, or would please do that. It's pretty anonymous. I don't think I know anything. It's anonymous, so that would be awesome and amazing. Look, I just dripped, but we're not gonna worry about dripping. So there we go. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
We're painting pillows for my porch.
I love it.
We're trying to fix my porch. It's a fall makeover on my porch, and I decided to come in and do this because I couldn't get it organized at home. Okay. That looks pretty good. So now we gotta do this one. So let's do this one. Just straight. Let's mix them. Let's mix this one. Let's put a little here. There we go. So then I'm just gonna do the big one, kind of an in-between one, and then we'll go, we can add it. Okay, hey Marcy, how are you? Thank you for saying something, I appreciate that. Not everybody wants to talk, so I so appreciate it. Your daughter just got here. Talking to your mom, Becca.
Oh, hi, Mom.
She says hello. So yeah, and I may go back in over this and add some, what am I trying to say? Some defining, like take the dark brown or a medium brown and just highlight everything. Say hello. Right here we are.
Hi,
Squeeze
Mom. I'm
in.
on TV.
Squeeze this way. Come this way.
Oh,
see, there's
okay.
the camera. There we go.
Reverse.
Yeah, yeah, it's right there because this is how I look for things. Yes.
Hello, Beth fans.
There's about, what, 3 of y'all? Thank you. So, yes, there's a poll in the Creative Tribe. I would love for anybody to go over there if you're not in it. I will put a link out there and let me know, and I will add you to it. We don't make it totally public, but we make it kind of public. So, just to keep, you know, just there's bots out there everywhere. So, I'm not going to worry about this stem because we'll be able to, I'm going to try and do this, but anyway, around it. Guys, so this is all there is to it. Look at that. Look at that. All you got to do is right there. So, And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's still gonna look good on the porch. And if you know, the pillow costs maybe $10, and thank you, Carmen. The pillow maybe cost. It's not even $10 anymore. It's I mean, it's not $10. They used to be like $4, but you know, as everything has gone up, they have gone up a bit. But it's from IKEA. I keep them and I use them. They're a great background. They're a great plain. They're easy to stamp on. It's always hard to find good solids, you know. There we go. Okay. So and then I can always paint around it if I feel like it's needing something, which I feel like it does need something. So I could always go in and add some blue, or I could splatter and just put some gold splatter from Crystal Clear, from Golden Ticket. Okay, so now what we could do is we could go in with, I'm gonna set this aside, with the orange kind of, and just add in just a little bit of shading to these, you know, and make it just so it's not so flat, one note, and it's super easy, so don't do like this one. Do it on the lightest, do lighter first, and then you can build up layers. It's been a while since I've painted on fabric and gone backwards. So you're really dying because we have so much. The leaves, yeah, I think so too. I might put them like through here, like it's nestled in the thing. I don't know. It's a good idea. Maybe I'll finish it and I'll record it. How about that? So I am going to just take some watered down stuff and just go in here and just get rid of the white in between this stuff. So it's just, there we go. It's not obvious. So Jeanette, I love how you're like, revisit the leaves, do the leaves. You can just say, girl, do the leaves. It needs the leaves. You don't have to be so sweet and say revisit the leaves. Because I was sitting here thinking, it probably needs the leaves, but I should have stamped them earlier, so that's okay. You are more than welcome to go a little bit harsh with me on the leaf thing. Okay, I'm gonna just add some fire starter right here, if it'll come out. That I just squirted all over the pillow. Don't do this, y'all. Don't do this. Do better. Don't do as I do as I say. Yeah. I love the orange heart. That's perfect. Thank you. Okay, so we're just gonna mix this right here, get a little brighter orange, and then just go in here and add it right there. And it will just give us a nice little shading to this one. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. I think probably the brighter orange is way better working because it all gets muted out on the fabric. So yeah. Yep. That looks good. And then when it dries, it's totally going to be different. So just remember that. And this is our dark moody one in front. We'll see how it dries. I'll post a picture. So yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit. And I've kind of mixed it up with the crystal clear chandelier. It's not like I'm gonna, that was a little too much. Let's see if we can't blend that a bit in. There we go. There we go. And you can really add a bunch of water and water it down if you want it to be watery. And look at that. I kind of like that. Look how pretty that is on a pillow. So now I'm going to stop and let it dry. I think the leaves, I might have them come underneath it around it somehow. I don't know. I don't know. Working on that, so maybe. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside to dry. I'll splatter it with something so that it'll cover up all my stuff. Let me show you this cute class we're gonna have coming up, y'all. If you're close by, we are going to do a set of pumpkins that you come in, oh, you can't see that. Pumpkins, and there's 3. They can stand up, super cute. And they are the layered that I love to do, and we have little stands for them. So you don't have to do these colors. You can do whatever colors you want. You can do traditional pumpkin, and then we can just do this. This was the one miss, I'm pretty sure on. Yes, yep, yeah, I'll figure something out, Jeanette, yeah. How cute. So you can do a stencil, and then this goes on top, and then we glue it, and we can go in. If you want to seal it to make it more vibrant, or if you like the matte, you can keep the matte. This is a small one, and then it has, that's just a cheetah print. So it's like an all over print, and then I like kind of the blues and the greens for Christmas, for pumpkins, and Christmas for all the time. But isn't that cute? So I'm gonna price this out, and then this is going to be available. We're gonna be doing a class, so, and also in a kit if you want to. So there you go, fun times to be had. Yes, Marcy, I'm gonna be getting that class set up soon. So friends, thanks for joining me today. There's my camera, hello, thanks for joining me today. And if you have any questions about the paint or the porch, let me show you my porch. If you didn't get to see it in the beginning, I'm showing you what we'll work on. Here's my front door. Clearly, I'm painting those urns. I've had those for 24 years. I think Joseph was 3, he's 27. They're gonna be painted black with the anvil, which is our cottage color paint that has a sealer in it. Those will be painted black. And then, I'm gonna put something on the door. I'm gonna clean the door. I love that color. That's why I kind of go with the blues. And then this is what we're working on. It's so sad. So I have new sham covers coming from the Ural shams. I'll wash the white ones. I can bleach them out. That's why I love them. And then I'm working on another little pillow just to put there and tie it up. And then I'm gonna put a bunch of mums and some pumpkins and make it look really pretty. So that is the plan. And I'm working on doing a series where we work on my house. So anyway, okay, y'all take care, be blessed, go out there, be the light, make a difference in this world. Let's not be part of the problem, let's be part of the solution. Be nice to people, that's all you gotta do, just be nice to everybody. There's no reason to hate.